Okay, Chapter 4, Lesson 5, Systems of Linear Inequalities and Graphs. So we already learned, and we've been tested on, how to graph two inequalities on the same coordinate plane using proper graphing techniques. So, for example, the first one is y is less than 3x plus 7. So I'm going to start at 7. And go up 3 over 1 or down 3 back 1. That is a dashed line and shaded below. Okay, the second one is y is greater than negative 1x plus 2. So I start at 2 and go down 1 over 1. This one is also dashed. And it's shaded less than or greater than, so I'm going to shade above. And so I look for the area where those two cross, where the two shaded areas cross, and that's everything in here. So that's what we did before. We just did two equations with two shaded areas. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 or 4 or 5 equations on the same coordinate system and see where they cross with the shading. So the first one is written backwards, so I'm going to change it. Y is less than or equal to 3x plus 0. So I'm going to start at 0 and go up 3 over 1. And it is a solid line because it's less than or equal to. And then since it's less than or equal to, it's going to be shaded below. Okay, the second one is not in y equals, so I'm going to subtract the x first. So that would give me 2y is less than or equal to negative 1x plus 8. Divide everything by 2. So y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 4. So I'm going to start at 4 and go down 1 over 2. That one is also a solid. And it's also less than, so I'm going to shade below. So we can already see kind of the area where we think they're going to cross. The third equation is y is greater than 3. So since there's no x, it's just a line at y is 3. I just did negative 3 by accident. Oh, no. Okay, y is at positive 3. And it should be a dashed. And it is also greater than. So I should have an area where they all three cross. But what did I do? Oh, I think it's right here. So if I zoom in, my area where they all three cross is this little triangle here. Good. So next time we'll have to count by 2s when we're graphing. Okay, so let's try again. This time we'll count by 2s to maybe zoom in a little bit. All right, so the first one is y is less than or equal to 4x plus 0. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0. So up 4 over 1. Up 4 over 1, and it's a solid. And it's less than, so we're going to shade below. Okay, on the second one, it's not into y equals. So we're going to have to subtract the x to both sides and divide everything by 3 plus 2. So I'm going to start at 2 and go down 1 over 3. And that one is also a solid. And it is shaded above because it's greater than. And then the third one is x is less than 4. Oops, I didn't turn it into this. And it is only less than, so it's going to be dashed. And it is less than, so I'm going to shade to the left. So since I zoomed this one in, it's a little bit easier to see where they all cross. So it's this shape up here. Excuse me. So that would be our answer there. Okay, here's a third example. The first one I'm going to need to subtract the x. So that would give me negative 1y is less than negative 1x plus 2. Divide by negative 1, which is going to flip my sign. So y is greater than 1 over 1x minus 2. So I start at 2 and then go up 1 over 1. Dashed line. And it's greater than, so I'm going to shade above. On the second one, I'm going to subtract the x first. So that would give me 2y is greater than or equal to negative 1x minus 1. Divide everything by 2. And that would give me negative 1/2 x minus half. So I'm going to start at negative half and then go down 1 over 2. This one is solid. And it's greater than, so I'm going to shade above. And the last one is y is less than 2. So at 2 on the y, and it's going to be a dashed. And it's less than, so I'm going to shade below. And so we can see that the little area that they are all within is this little triangle area here.